When the nights are feeling lonely, there's a place that I can go, where the birds are free to roam. In the sky, flying high, over fields of green. And where the stars inside the sky, we're the last ones shining bright. Pushing through the storm tonight, we'll be burning on and on and on. We're the stars inside the sky, we're the last ones shining bright. Pushing through the storm tonight, we'll be burning on and on and on.
Hello Aquarius, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 25th of November until the 2nd of December 2019. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Four of Cups. You may be growing tired of the same old struggle that has been carried on too long in the past. As a result, you have started to withdraw and go within yourself to seek greater peace and tranquility. If you are becoming particularly pouty or sulky about your predicament, the Four of Cups is then a call to action. It is time to wake up, be alert and to be open to new experiences that offer a more positive outcome. The Four of Cups can sometimes point to defensiveness. This can be noticed in the body language displayed in the crossed arms and legs of the man on the card. He chooses to ignore the possibility of what the cup has to offer. Possibly he has been hurt emotionally before, as this is the Suit of Cups, and he is fearful to expose himself to that again. Hence he is closing himself off to this opportunity. Consider what opportunities you are ignoring or declining, and ask yourself whether this is because you truly believe you would not benefit from it, or whether this is because you are fearful of what may follow. Be mindful of any defensiveness in your responses and reactions. At its worst, the Four of Cups is a stubborn, ungrateful and self-absorbed card. Whether you are off in your own little world, depressed, selfish, afraid to reach out or are nursing wounds from a bad relationship, the isolation in your world is self-imposed. You may be only concerned with your own troubles and problems, neglecting the needs of others. Be mindful that your detachment from being part of the world is becoming an issue. Remember, there is always an opportunity for you to reconnect with the world around you. Look at that cup being offered to you. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Five of Cups. What do you want most right now is letting go of the past and learning from your mistakes. This card can often reflect a person who is caught up in the past and unable to move on, missing out on new opportunities. Bitter memories from the past continue to bother you, and often a great deal of the blame for past actions is placed on yourself and your inadequacies. To some it would seem that there is no way out of this situation, but the tarot always shows problems on one hand and solutions on the other. Forgiveness and the ability to recover after emotional loss are necessary. If you are feeling disappointed by another person's actions, and then find it within your heart to forgive that person, releasing yourself from the disappointment. You may also need to reassess your expectations that have led you to this disappointment. Were you expecting too much? Remember, too, that hindsight is much clearer than foresight, and present-day wisdom is gained from the mistakes of the past. Reflect on what led you to this point and understand what important lessons you can take from the experience. Even when things go pear-shaped, there is always something positive that can be gained by reflecting on the lessons learned. While it is true that much has been lost, there is still a ray of hope, because some of the cups in this card remain full and upright. You must not pity yourself when you find yourself in his situation. Instead of looking at the situation from a glass half empty perspective, look at it from a glass half full perspective. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Page of Swords. You are afraid and acting hastily, without thinking things through properly. You have a lot of energy behind you to get things moving, but the way you are going about it is not an effective use of your energy. Tackle things one at a time, rather than trying to deal with everything at once. This will lead to more meaningful outcomes. You might be all talk and no action. You have to be very careful of making promises that you know you cannot keep, or saying things that you may later regret. Before making a specific promise or commitment, ensure that you can and will deliver on it in order to maintain your integrity and reputation. Also, be wary of other people's commitments to you and put in place measures to ensure that they will deliver on what they promise to deliver. You may be trying to impress yourself with big stories about your past and your achievements that are not true. You are also beginning to annoy others by your constant questioning and challenging of ideas. While you may simply be trying to understand a situation or a concept better, there are more constructive and non-threatening ways to go about it. Use sentences such as, "Help me understand." Be conscious of how you may be coming across to others when you are constantly asking, "Why?" And only challenge or question those ideas that are really important to you, rather than challenging everything that is presented. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Two of Pentacles. You have to find balance between opposing desires and interests in your current relationship. Life will always be uncertain, yet if you can produce balance and harmony among all the demands upon you, you will ultimately live happily and in prosperity. Thus, the Two of Pentacles serves as a reminder to remain alert, agile and patient as you attempt to juggle your family, your friends, work, finances, health and new challenges. You need to be very clear on your priorities and where you want to invest your time and energy. There is a tendency to be distracted by day-to-day affairs and general busyness, so prioritizing your activities and carefully managing your time is essential. The Two of Pentacles brings you back down to earth and reminds you to not only focus on your broader life goals but to also make sure your day-to-day affairs are in order. This is a card of good time management and financial management, ensuring that your bills are paid on time, that you keep a record of all your appointments and daily commitments, etc. It may sound tedious having to focus your attention on these more mundane issues, but this card reminds you that sometimes getting on top of your daily affairs is as important as pursuing your broader life goals. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Eight of Cups. You may be feeling confused about where your best options lie. Part of you wants to explore new horizons and possibilities, but another part of you fears that in doing so, you will miss out on what your current circumstances have to offer. The Eight of Cups also represents knowing when to walk away from a situation that is ultimately not working for you. Even though there are some fundamental issues that have not been resolved, you know that no matter how hard you try, these will probably never be resolved. It hurts you to have to walk away with this lack of closure, but you know this is what is needed right now. Sometimes, however, there may be a lack of commitment to walking away, whereby one day you are ready to leave and by the next day you are having doubts and wanting to stay. The Eight of Cups can reflect helpless, aimless drifting from one place to the next by someone who cannot stand to be confined to just one setting or someone who never quite fits in. You may fear intimacy and have difficulty making and keeping your commitments. When things become too difficult, you quickly escape and leave behind your troubles, rather than dealing with them head-on. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Page of Pentacles. Now is the time to start acting on all of those grand ideas and concepts that have been brewing in your imagination. Now is the time to make them real. You need to grow and expand in a way that generates prosperity and wealth for the future. You are just at the beginning of a new project or venture that will require you to remain focused on tangible outcomes and results. Be clear on what skills and resources you will require in order to draw wealth and abundance to you. The Page of Pentacles has the desire to learn all things. He is dedicated to knowledge and the attainment of wisdom and new skills. He is devoted to all in which he is engaged, and he has great concentration in his interests and pursuits. Thus, the appearance of this card suggests that success will come to you after you have mastered new skills and have set your mind to achieving specific, tangible goals. You may need to consider further study, expanding your skill sets at work, or learning completely new ways of doing things. Do not be afraid to be the apprentice again, even if you are a master of another domain. Think of those 70-year-olds who enthusiastically start a university degree. The more skills you bring to your portfolio, the more goals and dreams you can achieve. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Moonlighting, part-time work. You received this card because you've been praying about having financial security and a meaningful career. The angels are showing you a way to have both, through moonlighting. If you've been dreaming of running your own business, this is a gentle way to get started and succeed. You can begin your self-employment part-time, while still maintaining a job that pays the bills. You will feel less stress at your regular job, because you'll have your dream career to focus upon. Your dream career will flourish faster, because there's no pressure for it to make you money. Pressure to make money always blocks abundance and slows manifestation. Since your business will naturally grow with your passion and enthusiasm, you'll build up to the option of leaving your other job because your dream one will pay the bills.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.